We can't heal somebody else's pain by feeling it. The thing is, we're all feeling the world from the inside out, right? We're not feeling someone else's pain. Sure, we might be able to kind of pick up on the fact that they are suffering or that they are having a painful or a difficult experience, but we're not actually carrying their pain. Today, I want to talk about something that's been very impactful for me in my life, and it is this: stay in your lane. Okay. Now, I felt like for a lot of my life, I found that very, very difficult. Like I would move into fix it mode with people very quickly. I would kind of innocently step out of my lane and step into somebody else's process. And there were lots of reasons for that. One of them was that I didn't yet know that my psychological experience and my feelings were safe. And so I think I didn't know that was true for other people. So when they weren't okay, I would kind of default to trying to fix their experience so that I could be okay. Like I'm not even sure that I knew that pattern was playing out consciously. But I would innocently be throwing kind of like grenades into conversations. My partner would come home. She'd kind of just want to let some stuff out, go through her process, kind of release something emotionally. And I'd go into fix it mode. And then the next thing I know that we'd be having some kind of heated discussion when all she really needed was for me to kind of hold space for her and to listen. And I think this is something that this is quite common for a lot of us. We can end up kind of in this, people say, words like codependency and stuff like that. And this is definitely a piece of that. And it can have a profound impact on our relationship when we realize that it is, not only is it safe to stay in our lane, but it's really wise as well. And it gives people it lets people know that they're all right, even if they don't feel okay. At the level of, who they really are, they're fine. There's nothing that can harm them at that level. Whatever it is that happens to be playing out in their emotions or their feelings, they're okay. They're okay beneath it. And signaling that to people is one of the most powerful things that we can do. So staying in our lane, to me, it looks like having real compassion for people and their pain and their suffering, and saying, look, my heart goes out to you. I really wish you well. And if there's anything I can do, then please let me know. And that can be a really, really powerful thing to say. Like, what do you need from me? Do you need me to listen? Do you need me to kind of help you come up with ideas? Like, what is it that you need from me? Because I think a lot of the time I would make assumptions of what people needed when actually they just needed a listening ear, or they just needed me to kind of, listen, right? So that can be incredibly powerful. The thing where I used to kind of slip up was trying to help other people heal their pain by feeling it with them. It just doesn't work like that. Like I came off of a really, really powerful, beautiful plant medicine retreat recently. And one of the leaders there said something that I've heard before, but it really hit me again. He said, we can't heal somebody else's pain by feeling it. The thing is, we're all feeling the world from the inside out, right? We're not feeling someone else's pain. Sure, we might be able to kind of pick up on the fact that they are suffering or that they are having a painful or a difficult experience, but we're not actually carrying their pain. What we're doing is living in our interpretation of what's going on for them, but they have their own process. And for all we know, that process might be doing something really beautiful for them. It might be grist for the mill, as Ram Dass used to call it. Like, it might be the very thing that's leading them up to have a really deep experience of waking up, to evolve on their spiritual journey or their personal journey, however they look at it. I can remember a spiritual teacher saying once to me, actually, really kind of clear, how dare you try and take someone else's pain away? Ultimately, stay in your lane. The thing is, it doesn't mean that we don't love people. It doesn't mean that we don't care for them. It doesn't mean we don't have empathy. It doesn't mean we don't have compassion. It means that we can be there with them. We can hear what is happening for them, but we don't have to step in there and try and fix it or interrupt their process or anything like that. And when we do that, we can really feel, if we feel like it's our job to help other people process and that kind of thing, that's a huge weight to carry. It can feel like a huge amount. But the moment we realize that actually us staying in our light, we're not doing it wrong. If we're okay, even if the people around us aren't okay, we're also not doing it wrong when we can feel that at the level of emotion, or that we may be suffering, or that we might not be okay at the human level, but we know that we're okay at the deepest level of who we really are. That's also not doing it wrong. that space in you, the witness space where you're always all right, where you're always relaxed, where you're always able to watch. Kind of like when you're in the cinema and you're watching the film play out, no matter what's on the movie, you're okay. You're able to kind of engage in what's happening and cry and let go and all that kind of stuff. But you're all right. You don't like freak out and try and run out of the cinema or any of that kind of stuff, right? It's that space. And the more that we can invite that in my experience, it's been a real deepening of my relationships and connection. And I just think it's a real gift to be able to offer people, because many people have people in their life who are telling them what to do or are, trying to fix things for them. But a lot of us, what we don't have are people that are truly just holding space for us, who are comfortable to just listen and to be there with us. And that is such a powerful gift, because if someone has high energy in them, if someone's kind of really finding it difficult and they don't know their experience is safe, what could be more beautiful than someone who is fully in their lane, coming along, and just through, it could be a hug or it could just be through holding space or whatever it might be, signaling to them that they are okay, that they can handle the experience that they're having, because we all can. Our psychological experiences, our feelings, our emotions, they're all safe. It's when we innocently believe that they're not, that we get tied in knots. So it's really worth knowing, and it's ruthlessly practical. So, hey, like perhaps there's a way in which you've been kind of innocently taking on somebody else's business, innocently in the sense that you've been doing it with heart and it's been coming from a good place. But what if there were another way? What if you were able to stay in your lane? What if you were able to support that person in the best way possible by letting them know that their process is safe, that their process is okay? And being that listening ear, or your wisdom will guide you, whatever it needs to be. And as I say, it's absolutely powerful to be able to say to somebody, what is it you need from me? Just that question can be an absolute game changer in relationships. All right, team. I hope you have the most amazing week. Don't forget to get over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. And huge love. See you soon.